Hi guys, Agrippa here, coming back with a game that was actually requested by a number of my users, Us and Them Cold War. And I actually started this game not too long ago. I did a video on it and got a fair number of views. So I'm coming back to my communist campaign. Unfortunately, I had to remove all of the music. The music for this particular game is copywritten heavily, and that's probably because a lot of the songs, a lot of the communist anthems and stuff like that are, well known throughout history. So what we're going to try to do now is basically increase our ability to, destroy the capitalists as quickly as possible. What I'm going to start to do is, obviously, first I'm going to take a look here at my spy. Now, right now my spy is just counter-spying, and I think this turn I can't actually do anything because I've just set up my forces. But I'll tell you kind of what my mission is as follows. I want to make sure to get communism into South America here, and I think there's a few countries here that are ripe for a switch to communism. One is Venezuela, the next is Brazil, and both of them have a lot of importance. If you see the importance of Brazil here, it's got 7, and Venezuela has even more, 9 importance, so we really want to get those guys on our side. Like I said, unfortunately, this particular turn we can't actually do that. We're just going to have to wait and hope for the absolute best. There's really nothing we can do, but next turn we can really mess with the enemy's economy and try to really affect the change. And look at that! That's unbelievable. Already Che Guevara, one of my best characters, was assassinated. This is going to be a huge dent in my little communist let's play. They also assassinated one of my spies. Oh, wow. Alright, so we've got a lot of political sabotage and things like that, but the worst thing of all is we lost Che. And Che is an absolutely great character in this game because he's actually able to start a revolution even if your political preference is not that high in the country. We've got a lot of enemy agents in the UK right now, guys. A lot of enemy agents, and even though the UK is capitalist, we do have a very, very strong character here who's actually called Kim Philby, and I actually don't know much about him. The Queen of England here is giving a lot of increased capitalism to all the Commonwealth countries, which is not good for us. So what we want to do is we immediately want to start with financial sabotage of England. And as you can see, we've actually managed to financially sabotage. We can also try to technologically sabotage. And even though the costs for this operation are kind of low, I don't want to give a lot because unfortunately the communists don't have as much money as the capitalists do. So let's give them $100,000. And he actually was able to succeed. But it's funny because when these guys go on missions that are really, really hard, they actually protest against you. And in this case, he's saying that we have a really, really bad time at calculating possibilities. But if he really thinks that way, maybe he should have a conversation with the KGB. Possibly. Strange. This guy's got really bad skill levels, but I'm going to go ahead and drop him off in Brazil. Oh, wait a minute. Or I'll drop him off in Venezuela. And I think in Brazil at this point it's actually time for a communist revolution. Now, as far as a communist revolution goes, we want to make sure it succeeds. So I'm actually not that against maybe putting $1 million into it, because we really want to make sure that Brazil goes communist. We're going to go ahead and proceed. Free at last, the citizens of Brazil celebrate the newborn democracy. And as you can see, that hammer and sickle flies over Brazil, which is going to work out really well for us. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, guys, and in Germany, I'm also going to go for probably some financial sabotage. Germany, at this point, is really, really going to be providing a lot of political points to the capitalists in this game, and we really want to stop that from happening. We also want to try to turn Germany totally communist. So we're definitely going to go for political sabotage, and as you can see, the enemy never knew what hit them. Let's take a look at Cuba, just because we did lose poor Fidel here, excuse me, Che here, which really sucks. And just to get back at the U.S., I'm probably going to try some financial sabotage. Of course, the enemy did not know what hit them, and as you can see, look at the names of some of these spies. For instance, this assassin is called Gynecologist, which is pretty unbelievable. I'm going to see if we can try to assassinate the president at J. Edgar Hoover. Although 2% chance, Oh, the death of gynecologist. Yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest idea. One thing I want to do right now is go ahead and increase our financial experts and our political experts, and we'll go ahead and get an assassin to make up for gynecologist. We'll go here to Cuba and see if we can do anything, although, unfortunately, probably not. Let's actually check out China. This is where we can actually have some sort of sway. So as you can see, Mao gives one communism to all countries that are adjacent to a country with a communist government, which is a huge boost to us. And let's see. Actually, Nepal is ripe for change too, but we really do need to get more political experts. These are the guys that actually force change in these other countries. So let's go ahead and take a look here and make sure that we've used all of our political experts in these countries to try to sway the opposition in our direction. I'll go ahead and take a look here at Austria, Switzerland, Germany. We've already gone there. The Netherlands, Belgium, France. Wow, who's this guy? Daniel Cohn-Bendit. Okay. Kind of looks like Zach Galifianakis without a beard, but never heard of him. So we definitely want to get some of those political experts over there to France as soon as possible. Another thing we want to do is try to kill or imprison all of these enemy agents in Russia. Now, one thing I'm going to do is take this assassin of ours, Honeysuckle. I'm going to try to kill the financial expert. And as you can see, we were able to murder him. The last thing we need is a financial expert trying to destroy our economy. That's not good. And let's try to arrest the technology expert. This guy is going to try to mess up our technology, and we just can't have that. We were able to arrest him. It's funny, that guy did not like that mission, but nonetheless, it was a success. Excuse me. So I think that actually worked out pretty well. We can't actually move into any of these areas right now just because we don't have any political agents, but we will eventually move in here. And Africa is also going to be a big target on our agenda of communism. So let's go ahead and end our turn here. Fidel was assassinated? Really? This is unbelievable. Okay, already my game has started out really badly. Okay, so a lot of political sabotage and research sabotage by the enemy, and this is really irritating the hell out of me. We've lost the best of the Cuban leaders. They've just been wiped out. So this is sort of an alternative history of what happens if Fidel and Che die. So let's see what happens here. The first thing I want to do is try to get some of these countries to turn communist. So first of all, we'll go to Venezuela, even though this guy is really not a great, and as you can see, even in his actual, like, revolutions, he's not as successful as most political experts. You know, mostly this would be up at 60-65%. He's at 53%. But I really want this to work, so I'm going to go ahead and invest a lot into him. Man, that's a lot. Our effort to liberate Venezuela failed, and as you can see, I always play these games hardcore for you guys, so I'm not going to give up right now. I'm really going to try to win. In Syria right now, communism basically has a stranglehold, so we don't have to worry. But we do want to get a lot of these countries on our side. So let's go to Germany, and let's go ahead and incite a revolt. Wow, can we already incite a revolt? That's pretty crazy. First, I'm going to do some financial sabotage. So we weren't able to do financial sabotage, but if we can get all of Germany on our side, that's going to help us tremendously. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Revolution in Germany, guys. There we go. So we got all of Germany to turn communist, which is going to be a huge hit to the capitalists. Let's see. I think I'm probably also going to drop an agent in France. I think we could try our luck here, and we can also get one of our assassins here to try to kill Charles de Gaulle and really just wipe out any chance of a capitalist keeping power here. We'll put a spy and an assassin and really get France going crazy. We can also drop one of these financial advisors, and we'll try some financial sabotage in the UK like we did last turn. That worked out pretty well. Why not some technological sabotage too? Alright, didn't work as well as we expected. Let's see what Argentina looks like. Okay, once again, we definitely want to have one of these guys in Argentina, and we want to be pushing our agenda as much as we can. I feel like Cuba is going to fall like a house of bricks without Fidel and Che, but let's hope that it doesn't. And we'll go ahead and get one more political expert. You can already see that our economy is faltering, and that's one of the biggest problems when playing as a communist, is that the economy goes to shit really, really quickly. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time, but it kind of looks like what's going to happen. Let's try to arrest, once again, the technology expert. Damn, so we're not able to get that guy, and that's not good. Nonetheless, I think we could still make up for it. Let's see if we have a financial expert. Yes, we do, in China. Why not have one in India, too? And actually, if you guys can see, this will be the first time you actually see military intervention. The reason I need to do it is because the people right now are very much in favor of capitalism. So we need to basically change that by scaring the shit out of everyone. So we're going to try to intervene here. May not work. It's going to cost us an unbelievable amount of money. And in fact, we may not even be able to afford it. We don't have enough money for this action, so already things are not looking good for us. But that's all I'm going to do for this particular Let's Play of Us and Them, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to see more, definitely post down below, and I'll try to get some more up as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and